It begins in a quiet Florida suburb, palm trees, white fences, and smiles that never fade. But beneath the sunlit streets of Coral Ridge, something dark was stirring. On a humid August morning, a 911 call shattered the calm. A woman's trembling voice whispered, "My neighbor, he's not moving." Within minutes, patrol cars rushed in. What seemed like another medical emergency would soon unravel into one of Florida's most chilling neighborhood mysteries.
Detective Laura Finch arrived first. Years on the force had hardened her, but this case felt different. The victim, Robert Hayes, a retired teacher, was found lifeless on his porch, coffee cup in hand. No signs of struggle, no forced entry, just the unsettling stillness of routine interrupted. The neighbors gathered, eyes wide, phones recording. They called him the perfect neighbor, always helpful, never angry, a man everyone trusted. But trust can be deadly. The forensic team swept through Hayes's home. On his kitchen counter, 2 mugs, one half full. A neighbor's fingerprint smudged along the rim. No sign of theft, no struggle. The air smelled faintly of bleach. Outside, the cameras rolled, capturing the confusion of a community unwilling to believe one of their own could be a suspect. "He helped me fix my roof last week," one neighbor said. "He'd never hurt anyone."
Police canvassed the area, gathering footage from doorbell cameras. What they found was disturbing. At 5:47 a.m., a shadowy figure entered Robert Hayes's yard through the side gate, carrying what looked like a thermos. Minutes later, the figure slipped away, unseen by anyone else. The timestamp matched the moment his smartwatch recorded a sudden heart rate spike, and then nothing. Toxicology confirmed what detectives feared. Robert Hayes had been poisoned. A lethal dose of aconitin, a rare toxin derived from monkshood plants, was found in his system. Detectives turned their attention to his closest neighbors, the Millers, a cheerful couple living next door. Karen Miller was a botanist. Her garden overflowed with exotic plants, including monkshood. Interviews began. Karen Miller appeared calm, too calm. She spoke in measured tones. "Robert was our friend. We shared coffee almost every morning." But inconsistencies appeared. She mentioned details the police hadn't yet released. Her husband, Mark, was visibly nervous, his eyes darting to her before answering. The footage of the mysterious figure was blurry, but the outline matched Karen's build. A search warrant turned the Miller household upside down. Detectives found gardening gloves with faint traces of aconitin and an email exchange between Karen and Robert. Friendly at first, later tense. He'd recently confronted her about a property dispute, threatening to report her for illegal pesticide use. The motive had surfaced. Neighbors began whispering. The perfect neighbor might have died for trying to do the right thing. Then came the twist. DNA on one of the coffee mugs didn't match Karen. It matched her husband, Mark. The investigation shifted again. Detectives theorized that Mark, not Karen, had poisoned the coffee to protect her, or worse, to frame her. When confronted, Mark broke down. "It wasn't supposed to kill him," he sobbed, "just make him sick enough to stop." The confession changed everything.
Mark claimed he'd mixed a small dose of aconite into Robert's drink after Karen told him she was being harassed, but evidence contradicted his story. Robert had no record of harassment, no threatening messages. Karen's search history however, told another tale: fast-acting plant toxins, monk's hood dosage. How long until symptoms show? Mark's confession might have been a cover.
When the trial began, media flooded the courthouse. The story had everything: suburban perfection turned poisonous, trust betrayed, a couple torn apart. Karen maintained her innocence, portraying herself as the victim of her husband's crime. But the jury saw through the layers. Forensic botanists testified the aconitin strain matched plants from her garden, not wild samples. In the end, both faced charges: Mark for manslaughter, Karen for murder. Behind bars, Karen gave one final interview. Her words chilled the nation. People wear masks. Some of us just wear them better. She smiled at the camera, unrepentant. To this day, she insists she never meant to kill Robert, only to remind him he wasn't perfect. Her eerie composure became the hallmark of the case, replayed endlessly in true crime forums and TikTok breakdowns. Detective Finch, reflecting on the case, said, "It's always the ones who wave first, smile longest, and blend in best. Evil doesn't hide in strangers. It hides next door." The quote spread like wildfire, becoming the tagline of the documentary. The phrase, "the perfect neighbor," took on a haunting new meaning.
The neighborhood never recovered. The Hayes house was sold within months, but few stayed long. Locals say lights flicker in a kitchen window at night, as if Robert still sits there, waiting for his morning coffee. A memorial plaque now rests by the porch, in memory of a good man, too good for this street. In later interviews, experts analyzed the deeper question: why do we trust appearances? Psychologists explained that neighborly trust creates blind spots. We expect safety where we see familiarity. The case of Robert Hayes became a grim reminder that evil doesn't need a mask, it only needs a smile. Every community has a perfect neighbor, the one who waves, who smiles, who seems to belong. But sometimes, perfection hides the darkest truths. Watch The Perfect Neighbor now on your preferred streaming platform and see how a friendly morning coffee turned into a fatal secret. Subscribe, share, and stay aware, because sometimes danger lives just next door.